To my brothers, let's stop bad mouthing our women. They already go through enough as it is. If you decide to go be with somebody of a different ethnicity, then that's on you. But don't talk about them. Don't talk down to them. Because at the end of the day, you came from a black woman. And even if you have a child with somebody else, your child is going to be seen as a black woman. But let's get to some things. See, there was this lady, Karen Dresser. She 51. And she took her daughter to the urgent care. And they wouldn't even give her no care. As seen in the picture, she's white, but she adopted her daughter, who was 12 from birth, when she was a real newborn, and she wouldn't even get no care. And she'd been there before. And we talked about, black women being denied health care. And she even put a post up, and she also talked about how a lady somewhere else, white lady again, her son was dealing with asthma, black son dealing with asthma, and they wouldn't take care of him. And the crazy part is with the picture, as you see, they told the lady to go to Walgreens and get a splint. How you going to turn away health care? That's crazy. From a child. All the stuff that women are dealing with. Even Serena Williams. And she's arguably the greatest black woman athlete ever, female athlete ever. And she was having complications, stuff like that. And they didn't want to help her when they were trying to say that she actually was like incoherent because of her medicine or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. But yet we talk about it. Didn't you know some facts? But some things I got from Vox.com. But they're 3 to 4 times more likely to die from pregnancy related complications than white women. Women of color have a greater wage gap. And then this is also something too. It says black women aim high, but emotional attacks can be burned. It says they experience a heightened awareness of their difference in the workplace, which manifests itself in disruption of sleep patterns, reduction of their sense of psychological safety and diminish heart of the ability to contribute fully at work. Another one, for every dollar a man makes, a black woman makes 63 cents. Most work around, they have to work 8 extra months to earn the same amount that a man does in 1 year. That's crazy. There are currently 0 black women working as chief executives of Fortune 500 companies. Then this also brings me back to Days of Slavery, how the lighter slaves were in the house because some of them were related and stuff like that. And then the darker ones were out in the field. They've been trying to separate us for a long time. And then we still against us. It's time to act different. You know what I'm saying? The ignorance is the lack of knowledge. Even as you see in the picture, Esther Rowe, right? She's the mom that played, she played the role in the mother role in Good Times. They wanted her to do a role of a single black woman with 3 children and call it Good Times. See, we don't have a lot of TV shows like we did at Tottenham. And you know what she told them? She said, listen, if you can't give me a husband, I'm not going to do it. You know what she said herself? She said she refused to do it. She said she had 17 brothers and sisters. She said it would have been an insult to my father to do a show of a black family represented without a father. So we see what they're going through, but what gives us the audacity to sit here and talk bad about them? Like I seen a post, it made sense. We don't see white men doing the same thing, like, oh, I'm not going to do white women because of this. Or you don't see Asian people doing that or whatever. But think about it. Why do we got to do that? Why do we got to talk about our women? Like I said, you see all that picture right there, all different shades. Now, whatever is your preference or whatever, if you decide to go be with somebody white, then that's on you. You know what I'm saying? That's your thing. But don't sit here and talk about them, because really, if that's what you do, let's just get to the truth. Because see, facts don't always present truth. If you really are saying something like that, see, if you really got an issue and you with somebody else and you talking about black women, maybe you really ain't happy. I'm not saying that you can't be happy in your relationship, but maybe you are upset that you didn't find a black woman that you can be with. Now, it's one thing to talk about it, but it's another thing to go through a bunch of BS and stuff like that. As you see, they already got to deal with it. My daughter was born 1 pound, 15 ounces. You know what the nurse said? The nurse said, sir, your daughter has the highest chance of survival. She said, we did the statistics. She said the black female is first, then the white female, then the black male, and then the white male. They already came in here fighting. So I'm just saying, not everybody was premature. But understand this. If you ain't got nothing good to say, then don't say it at all. Shut your mouth. Read Ephesians 4:29. If you decide to be with whoever, stop talking about black women. Because at the end of the day, you came from one. Love you.